Hello, welcome to The Bald and the Beautiful. We want to thank sponsors.
Our sponsors today are ExpressVPN or just ExpressVPN?
I think it's ExpressVPN.
ExpressVPN, HelloFresh, Rocket Money, and BetterHelp. We'll tell you more about them later on in the show.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. I am Melissa.
Kevin Allen Fredericks.
I'm Angel.
Thanks, Lee.
And we are here in the white people's business. I'm going to preface this episode by saying we are tired. I just got to put that out there right away.
Just forgive us, y'all.
I think I have a mild hangover.
Melissa was drunk.
Melissa don't get drunk.
I really don't. I do get heavily tipsy, though, and I was definitely heavily tipsy.
When did it wear off? Did it wear off?
No, I still have a headache right now.
I'm talking about, did you feel tipsy the whole night?
So this is the thing. I really didn't.
Yeah, I don't
and then I woke up today tipsy. So I don't know.
You woke up tipsy? Or you woke up with a hangover?
A hangover.
Okay.
I was I feel like I have to throw up.
That sucks.
It's just not okay in my life.
I am not hungover. I am tired. I had 4 hours of sleep. Oh my God. I think. No. Oh, the night before as well. We're just, tack them all together. I was trying to do Instagram posts when I got into bed. I fell asleep four times. Yes, I fell asleep 4 times trying to put it up. And then on TikTok, I would go back and wake up there and be like, I. I'd erase it. Start again. Get maybe 2 words
with
in.
Your hand on your phone?
My finger would fall. Like, it was so bad. I might have 2 of the same post up on TikTok because I was like, didn't I just post this? But I kept falling asleep.
It was long.
Kev, how you feel?
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm not hungover, but I'm tired, and my ear's ringing from the
I used to hate that with going to clubs. My ears would ring that entire next day.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. It's funny because
I have tinnitus, so they're gonna ring anyway.
I have tinnitus too. That's the ears ringing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because Tony went to a club. They took Tony to the club after our Dallas show, and he was like, he said he went in and he was like, the music's too loud, and left. I was like, Tony is turning into a grumpy old man before our very eyes. But that's how I felt at Beyonce. I was like, you are doing great. We could just
turn.
You will be.
What's it on? Is it on 28? Put it on 15.
Kick drum in my
this
chest.
Is what happens when you spend all that money and get all up close to the stage.
I was like, he's beating my heart for me.
Well.
Yes.
Yeah, that's when you want to have all the money and sit up there close.
I'm not doing that.
Josh, you tired too?
No, I wasn't close to the stage.
You been asleep?
You were centered.
Yeah, I was definitely.
We were off on the side.
Yeah, I was centered. I didn't want to see.
Dumb.
And I'm mad because I was even more left than when I first saw her. I was center. So she was singing to us.
Hey, Angel.
Yeah.
Hi, Beyonce.
Listen, she jumped when I jumped. I was like, and then she started jumping, and then I think she realized I'm not supposed to be jumping on these feet right now. But it was a good time.
Yeah. It was a great time.
I feel great.
I knew he was setting it up just to be a jackass.
Did you go to bed early?
I was in bed on time.
Yeah, that's what I
surfing
was like.
The net. Looking up, surfing the net, looking up ammo prices, cars, guns, shoes.
You randomly just check ammunition prices?
Yeah.
Are they down since the penny?
To what?
Are they down since the penny?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's available now.
Yeah, you couldn't get no bullets.
Yeah, you can get all kinds of them. Oh, I got, I'm stockpiled.
I had bullets.
Bullets.
I could throw them at somebody.
Do they expire? Bullets are good forever?
Not forever, but you got to keep it dry. Like, I've got silica packs in all my cases.
Oh.
Well, I'll be eating those. I don't care what they say. Don't eat them. They're good to me.
Keep going.
Wait, this is because Marcus typically be up until 2, and it makes me mad because I'm like, you just gonna complain about being sleepy. So I'm just assuming he gonna be downstairs where he usually is at 2:00. I come in, all the house lights are gone.
I left the lamp on for you.
All the house lights are off except for the one that we keep on so we can see up the stairs. So I cut that off.
I was thinking about
He
you.
was in the bed snoring. I said,
restful REM sleep.
He don't ever be.
Mouth open.
Why he can't go?
Spiders all in my mouth. I didn't care.
Because he won't do it when I want him to do it when I'm at home.
No, I was willing to. Was I not willing to go to the concert?
It was like,
oh, you talking about sleeping?
yes.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm confused. What are we talking about?
He was in the bed when he usually don't be in the bed, but he does that when I'm gone. He'll get in the bed on time.
Got it.
But not when I'm there, and I'll be like, Marcus, come to bed. And he'd be like, I'm coming 3 hours later.
But she don't go to bed either. She stays down there with me.
Because I want to be with
don't be
you.
the kettle calling the pot on the pot, calling the kettle.
What y'all be doing downstairs?
We're going to be up together.
He be on the interwebs looking
And
at
watching
guns
TV.
and cars and watching
That's
The
my
Harder They
relaxation.
Fall or
Love to see Marcus's-
Justified.
Justified Prime. Oh, who's watching
I
Justified?
really want to do a thing where you just have a projector board and someone pulls up their TikTok and we just see what TikTok serves.
Well, I'll be sending y'all my TikToks.
Yeah, but I want to see. I want to understand. Like, scroll for like 60 seconds to understand like what everybody is served, because my TikTok is very crazy. It's just very.
What do you be
crazy.
getting served?
A lot of really silly stuff.
Kevin,
What happened, Marcus?
put the shirt down, Kevin.
Oh, you see my
No, I was going to get a picture of that and send it to her.
No,
Don't
don't
show
do
my
that.
side.
I always send you your pictures,
I'm
though.
a hippie.
Okay, let's get started. All right, so we're going to go. We're talking about Sister Wives. Listen,
We in white people
we're in
business.
these white people's business.
White people's
chapter.
business.
It's because I just posted in the book club. Season 18, episode 3. That doesn't exist. Sorry.
Why they want to gatekeep the book club?
Oh, it is so bad. As soon as you join the book club, you are essentially jumped.
Why?
I don't know.
Why y'all blood in people?
How y'all
There
book
is
in,
a
book
whole,
out.
once they're in, who invited her? These are the rules. You need to come in here and shut up and sit down. Don't touch nothing. The atmosphere is already set.
They following
Don't
their
come in
leader,
here messing up
Melissa.
the
You
feng shui.
toxic.
Huh?
You toxic. They
No.
following the leader.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not toxic in there.
No,
you
they-
saying I'm the one.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do. Keep the peace. Y'all don't come in here
Look at
messing
the
up
comments
nothing.
now. Ain't no book club. What book club?
Listen.
There ain't no books. Y'all don't read.
Y'all
haven't read a
trash.
book.
Y'all was going to join, but y'all
All
ain't even nice over
2023.
there.
Y'all was reading that
They be like,
smut
shut
though,
that up.
getting all hot betwixt your pants.
What did y'all read that was?
Yeah,
that
they
was
read
smut?
smut.
Oh,
Ain't nothing wrong with some good smut.
We've read a couple smutty books. I don't remember the name of it, but The Perfect Find, that movie on Netflix, that was one of the ones we read.
Yeah.
We read
that smutty?
a trilogy.
Is
The
this
book is.
Oh, the book got more sex scenes in
Oh,
it.
100%.
Okay. She was getting dick down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But they got pictures and
Works on
everything,
women.
too.
No, it's
the
not a
word,
picture book.
The words be good.
You said sex scenes. I'm like,
no, they be
Nah.
like, he's rubbed his hands along my thigh, and then the women be like,
and he thrust his power hood.
That's why 50 Shades-
But it's sore.
It's always thrust.
Hours?
Thrust. As I felt him explode into my innards.
Innards? They never
That
say
was a
innards.
funny story. During the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy era, I read some and I tried to talk to Liz like that, but that's too long words.
Too long of the
I was
words.
just like, hey, when I get home, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm telling you, what I'm finna do. You go upstairs in the room. This was our 2-bedroom house. We had no money to do none of the 50 Shades stuff. I was like, this nigga got a helicopter and stuff.
Right.
That's part of the whole allure.
Yeah.
I was
We
like,
got a
yo,
Corolla sitting out front.
You go upstairs
On
I'm
your
gonna,
couch.
I'm gonna tie you up, and the rope gonna be so tight on you when you're upstairs, and then
He just said church tie. It's not long
then
enough.
I'm gonna rub my hand along from your probably your
I'm
middle
sorry,
toe,
Alethea.
and then I go all the way up, and then hold on. Then the kids go to sleep. Go, babe, hush. I'm trying to 50 Shades of Grey your mom. And then I'm gonna lick you, and then
It's a verb.
Can't go in a helicopter, but I got this Honda Civic.
We could take a walk.
It's a stick shift, and I'm gonna shift 2/5 on you, girl.
This was so
I'm going to
long.
strip your gears.
It was. I can't be the author. I can't write the smutty smut.
The
I
schmutty.
just get to licking.
All right, let's do it. Let's talk about it. Are we at ad time yet?
Yeah.
Go on.
Let's knock it out with VPN. Soon as I find it. Okay, going online without ExpressVPN is like changing while leaving your window wide open. Why would you do that? You might not have anything to hide, but why have random creeps? Just give them a chance to like invade your privacy. Why you want to do that? That don't make no sense. Okay, so when you go online, like you know how you do any day and you like searching for stuff without ExpressVPN, internet service providers, also known as ISPs, can see every single website you're visiting. All of them. They can legally sell your information without your consent to ad companies and tech giants who then use your data to target you. Now, it's nice to have ExpressVPN because then your information is your information. It's not the ISPs. You don't have to worry about the consent that they ain't even trying to worry about either, because it's not allowing your stuff to be all out there. When you use ExpressVPNs, ISPs cannot see your online activity. Your identity is anonymized by a secure VPN server, so your data is also encrypted for maximum protection. It's extremely easy to use. All you got to do is basically turn on the app and click one button. And it works on all devices because everybody searches from different or uses the internet from different devices, not just computers, but phones, laptops, even routers. So everyone who shares your Wi-Fi can be protected as well. I think it's really good in a day and age where we know how our data is being sold, how our data is being used. You want to have some autonomy over your life. You want to have autonomy over your data. You shouldn't have to give out your data just because you are searching online. That should not be how it is. So using ExpressVPN puts the power back in your hands. Secure your online activity by visiting expressvpn.com/tbtb.
TBTB.
Today. That's expressvpn.com/tbtb.
TBTB.
And you can get an extra 3 months free. expressvpn.com/tbtb.
TBTB.
TBTB.
Sorry, I'm going to the book club to see if somebody's holding me yet.
Going to the what?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We're getting in these white people's business. Seasoned wives. Child.
Season wives, sister wives.
Sister wives, chapter 8. The point is the episode that just came out.
The latest one, y'all.
Most latest one. Okay, so let's start from the top. I have some things. Okay, actually, let's start from the tippy top. Let's talk about Cody having men's weekend with his friends, specifically the one whose eyes look at each other and not us.
Marcus said,
Melissa.
I'm sorry. Maybe that is mean,
It is mean.
but it's also an observation.
Why would you say that?
I said how I want that to be an encouragement. If you are single in this world and you see this man who has more than one wife, know that there is someone for you.
come on.
You should take that as an encouragement.
Plus,
That dude got more than one vision. Yeah, he does.
He got 40, 20,
talk all
20.
the talk you want, but them sister wives people been married, people on my 600-pound life, they be having people.
There's a person for every
And you out here beautiful and got your mind together and you ain't crazy. You can find somebody.
There's somebody for everybody, man.
For real.
You don't have to flick that bean for long.
Oh.
What?
Flick that bean.
Do you think that's women be having sex without having a man?
Yeah, they get their tabbies stolen.
Yeah, they do. You ain't gonna have your shoes. That was the man stole this woman's shoes after hooking up with her to give to his girlfriend.
Then stole her shoes and gave it to her
He
boyfriend.
said, "Let me see your phone. I want to see your Spotify playlist." Erased his number. So
Oh, they hooked up online and smashed and he stole her shoes
Yes.
in the middle of the night.
No, in the middle of the day. I don't know how she missed it. It must have been some good dick. She was like, "Wait a second,
Oh, man.
huh?" Well, yeah, they did it at night, and then she spun the block in the morning, and he said, "That's right. Let me get you digmatized while I take your shoes."
Yeah. That's messed up.
You didn't know about that? Yeah, it's crazy.
That's
out
crazy.
here in these streets.
This must have been some $8,000 shoes. You do all that just for some shoes?
They were they as ugly as the ones Kevin got on.
Ain't no
That
way.
you can't take off, that you shouldn't have put on.
You can't
No
get them
matter-
We have
off.
so many things.
Nah, deal with it. Deal with it.
That's why I
My
wanted
regular
you to
shoes.
Okay.
My feet are hot now.
I know
That's all. I had worn the whole first episode.
that has no breathability.
No, and this
Your feet in
is
there.
hot now.
You gonna be slipping and
Take 'em
sliding.
off.
Nah, deal with it. The whole episode, you ain't never kept no shoes on. Deal with it.
I've been trying to take this off for 5 minutes.
You're not
Yeah.
trying.
I
You're not,
am.
because you're pulling it up. You're not
But
even
no,
pulling
I'm
it down.
pulling. You don't understand this.
Can't
It's really
keep on
hard to
popping.
get.
Anyway, go ahead, move.
Oh, Jesus. They're really hard to get off.
No,
And you wanted me to
I'm
put them
not
down.
helping
My
him.
foot's
I'm
bigger
not
than
helping
yours.
him.
No,
I'm
kiss
literally
my
not
ass.
helping him. Because why would you do this in begin with?
Because I want to be funny.
Exactly.
I can.
I got it cramping. It's like,
You want me to cut a breathing hole in them?
Kevin, you're doing too much.
My cramp. I'm cramping.
Let me see your foot. It can't be.
Kevin, don't you knock over that seat. Oh, Kevin.
I had crap last night too. Did you notice?
No.
You need some more water.
I know, Marcus.
You need to eat bananas.
You need that potassium.
Yeah, it is.
You rubbing both calves.
The
There's only
heat.
one calf that
The heat come. Look, you can see the sweat mark and heat coming out of his shoes.
I know it was hot.
He was trying to flick it off in his foot for like 2 minutes.
I can't stand you.
He said, "Oh, this is about to be."
Kev, I would have cut them damn shoes off my feet if I actually put one
absolutely.
on.
I'm sorry, y'all. There's a tag on the bottom of my shoe.
I do. I leave them things on. Those are cute, Melissa.
Thank you. They're
My-
old from Amazon. Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
I
What
don't
else you wanna
remember.
talk about?
I know the men talked. I would listen to them while I was on my way from the what's that thing called?
The Beyonce.
Yeah, I definitely fell asleep on them, so I won't jump
That
in on this
man,
part.
one of his friends
wasn't
had
that much anyway.
He had a
was
divorce.
polygamy too, right?
Yeah.
Or polygamy is the marriage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he got a divorce too.
he got divorced. Yeah.
One of the biggest, or I shouldn't say biggest, but one thing that was very interesting to me is finding out that Cody didn't grow up in polygamy.
That's what
Oh,
I thought was so
yeah.
interesting too.
I just-
Didn't grow up in it, and then his parents didn't get into it till they was old.
Yes, that's so interesting.
I thought because the other women, the sister wives, I felt like they all were born into I'm about to say born into sin, born
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
polygamy.
Yeah.
They're like,
Plural
oh,
lifestyle.
that's the plural lives. That's why we used to. And oh, that makes sense. Like, however weird or unusual something is,
Yeah, you
is
grow up around
in
it.
it.
Yeah.
That's your
not.
normal.
But him not being in it, I was just like, what?
He
Yeah.
said they taught me about it, but they weren't in it until later. And I have 5 sisters. And I remember
5 brothers,
Five.
or it's 5 boys and 5 girls, or
Yeah,
something like that.
That was,
They said neither did Janelle.
I thought it was Robin, actually. I thought Janelle's family.
Robin, perfect Robin.
Was it Robin? So maybe it was Janelle. I thought one of them didn't grow up in polygamy. I just couldn't remember who, so I just went with it. The other thing I thought was interesting was Cody saying that if this isn't working with this wife, I just go off and find a new wife or something along those
Yeah.
lines. And I don't know. Mary was a little bit irritated about the comment.
She really
I was too.
You were?
I was, because I just feel like it's similar to Mary. What a cop out. We don't have those options. Like we have to sit here and figure this out. We have to work this out. And I think that's the
We just
problem.
have to walk by each other in the kitchen.
But eventually
Not
you
talk.
got to sit and talk about it. You do that for 30 years and that's why they're all breaking up and everything's exploding.
Yeah,
That's why
especially a pandemic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the conversation with Janelle is no longer really about what they're talking about. It's
Right.
about all this other stuff, because when I'm irritated with you, I just move on and go
Go to the
marry
next
someone else or
person.
go.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But the other one,
hold
when it
up.
was Go ahead, Tank.
Just real quick, also on that point, this whole sister wife thing. What are you doing? I'm listening. All right. The whole sister wife thing is like, now you going to your sister wife to talk about the problem. She gets over and they never worked it out together.
Right.
Because they supposed to be in communication with each other. Go ahead, Kev.
And on top of that, you talking about your frustrations on the couch, and then they finding out stuff you haven't said.
She
Janelle
said
was like,
that is a problem once you go.
Yeah.
"Yeah, that's the one thing she didn't have nothing
Yeah.
for." She's
Yeah.
"No,
She
that
said,
is- that is tough."
I've been
Can you
talking.
imagine?
I've been talking shit about him, and now y'all heard me, and he found out about it.
Yeah, he saw it.
I would be irritated if I found that stuff out. Like, girl, I was at the house. She was like, I needed to vent. America? You know
He
what I'm
said, "No, tell them."
Tell all
Tell all
the world.
Also,
I
I
said,
felt
the
so dirty
world?
when he looked at it. I was like, I didn't have my drawers on when I was
Because
watching.
it's unnecessarily dramatic.
Oh,
He's
wait,
so
we're going
dramatic.
too far. That's
I know.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
okay,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
But it was
okay.
entirely dramatic. But let's go back.
Okay, no, we're done with that. That was the only.
Oh,
unless
no,
there
I
was
wanna-
something
I was
else.
gonna say-
No, he was saying something.
Go
ahead and say it,
It was
Kev.
Robin. I believe it was Robin. She was saying the other side of that is when you need a break from Cody, he goes to another house.
Yeah.
And you get a break. So it seemed like you wouldn't want a break from me sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. But I need to come back and deal with the issue. I can't just be like, I'm done for this. I'm going to go to husband number 2 and spend 2 weeks there and then come back and pretend like nothing happened.
Yeah, that's what Cody was trying to avoid for Christmas too. But they seem to like that. Robin liked that, like Cody. And listen, when she finna get her Cody all to herself, it ain't gonna be what she
Yeah,
wants.
and that's why
But she said she don't want it.
I know. It don't matter what she wants. This is what's coming.
It's on its way.
As long as Mary, well, I don't know. Mary might sign up for this.
No, I heard Mary is really gone.
Really? Mm-hmm. In real time?
In real time, she is gone.
Cody's like, she's been gone in my mind.
She really has. She really has. Okay, let's move on from there. He leaves there in this. Okay, last thing I'm gonna say about this. The timing for this is a little off for me. I've read a couple articles that actually said this wasn't filmed a year ago. It was filmed the year before, which
2021.
Right, the holiday season of 2021, which feels a little bit better to me, only because why are we this concerned about COVID?
Oh,
Christmas.
Oh, I wasn't
last
even
year.
thinking it like that. That makes sense.
Well,
No, I was. I'll go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I'll go. No, I was thinking that. I was like, why they still up on
The COVID.
Are you horny? What's wrong with you, girl?
I'm sleepy.
That's when that's
Take your
sleepy
sleepy ass on.
Are you horny? I sleepy.
Y'all be getting horny when y'all sleepy?
Sometimes
You care? You get sleepy, you get an
I
erection?
am always horny.
That's true
I'm
too.
Incredible Hulk.
I get
I be-
touchy though when I'm sleepy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say when you were horny.
No, when I'm sleepy.
I just tried not to listen. This is a little dark, but funeral. Have y'all seen The Wedding Crasher? And Will Ferrell's character was like, "Man, I'd have moved on from weddings. I did funerals. That's what the real host is at." Listen, when we were planning my brother's funeral, I was like, "Oh, Liz, please help me through this moment."
Look,
There's nothing that will stop me.
we'll both be sleepy on the couch. Be sitting down there and look, I'll wake up out some sleep. It's just like, hey. She said, you sleepy, ain't you? No. I mean, yeah, but come on.
That is over. Yeah. I'll be dead to the world. Last night, dead to the world. Woke up. Hey. I know I haven't got but 7 hours in the last 3 days of sleep, and I've been on a plane, but this will wake me up. I ain't never that tired. I'll be dead a little bit. I could be Mitch McConnell. If they be like, oh, we lost him. And Alyssa's like, Coochie, I'll be like, ugh.
Oh, you know how many times I've been injured? Give a damn about none of
When
that.
I got my LASIK, I was blind. I was like,
I still got one eye.
sex is great, man.
There it is.
Okay.
After my vasectomy, I was actually
that I can
scared.
talk about that
I
I,
was
can
like-
vividly remember.
Okay, that's all I wanted to say about that. The timing of this, I did read one article that confirmed that because I was like looking this up, like this really doesn't make sense to me. But then literally it was just that one article, which was from a reputable site, but literally nothing else confirmed that. But that's the only thing that feels a little bit.
That makes sense.
It feels a little off. It feels a little off.
It does, because I was like, man, these COVID rules. The Christmas that I believe this was filming, because you told me this.
Is it hot?
It is hot.
warm.
Okay.
You
It
want
is
my
hot.
bad, bitch?
That's the other thing that them cheese is making me hot. 21, which we think is when this was shot. That was Egypt, and we was getting COVID tested every 3 days.
Yes.
Last Christmas, we was in Vegas. You wouldn't thought COVID ever. First of all,
existed.
Snorting coke, just living it up.
Have a great time. So that's my only thing. So moving on. Okay, let's go straight. You remember this. Janelle and Cody's argument.
Let's get to it because
Okay.
I've watched it 3 times.
Okay, very
I'm
good.
Ready?
Okay, dive in.
Let's first talk about not context, but how it happened. No, we're not talking about context. We're talking about how. I want to talk about the how real quick.
Okay.
Janelle, I need her to get a different voice because she yells, Cody, no, you shut the fuck up. I'm talking. You gaslit me like a gas stove.
Oh, no. You just used that word because I used that word.
I was
Marcus,
going to
Melissa,
use
and
that
Angel.
term.
That was-
I recorded that.
You gaslit me.
No, you gaslit
You gaslighted me.
No,
You didn't know the word.
no.
You only used it because I said it.
No, I looked it up before I got here.
I came into this conversation knowing I was going to use it.
I was born gaslit.
She was like, because you said they had to apologize. I took it back. But you said,
2 weeks ago.
but Cody, you said they had to get on their knees, grovel, pay
No.
penance, sacrifice a lamb.
I corrected that. Stop using that again.
But-
I corrected that. She said, you never actually talked to the kid. You be talking bad about me to them.
Cody, no, you get fucking back here, I was like, what is standing in her throat, pushing her voice back in there? That is her thickness. Is from her voice can't get out.
Bacon juice, just
Melissa,
holding it back.
Y'all, you want to laugh? Let Melissa call the boys from the house.
I can't yell.
I'd be like, girl, that didn't reach the end of the bed. Isaiah.
You know, some
You know
people
how
are
far he is
incapable
from
of
you?
yelling.
That's Janelle.
I can't yell.
It was a dude I used to work with. You could be on the other side of that door, and he would yell as loud as he can. It was like sitting beside him is like you're whispering.
That
But
is
you
how
can
Janelle
scream,
yell.
though.
Yeah, I can scream.
But you
No,
cannot
Melissa's
yell.
loud.
Yo.
Yeah, she is.
No, I can scream.
If Janelle was yelling, if she was yelling at Cody her loudest, she would be like, Cody. I'd be like, who is in there? Tell them to let your voice out.
It's a menthol.
Gives the energy, but the
Her
voice
face,
is not.
yes, they don't match.
Yeah.
But Janelle wasn't making some sense.
I was just about to say, so people have said
She was making up
that.
shit.
Okay, let me go to the person.
That's why. Oh,
Okay.
go ahead.
Somebody, I'm not going to find it, said Cody had points. So let's talk about who was
Major
right,
points.
who was wrong. Okay, go for it.
First of all, okay, Janelle, we get it. At one point in time, he said they had to apologize. We didn't watch him say to us, it just needs to be a conversation. When are you going to get to that point? She is like, I can't pass this because then I would have to help with you all reconciling, and I don't want y'all to.
And yes.
I really don't want you. And then he said, you think it's my fault. She was like, no, I don't. Girl, rewind back 5 minutes when you're like, you're responsible for this, Cody. You're responsible. I was like, oh, she just wants to be able to argue, and she is so happy that Christine has divorced because she's ready. They were
You
like,
can smell Christine all over her. She
Christine
just.
is.
That's all right. Go ahead. Ain't you?
no. It was just, you could tell, it's nice, right?
yeah.
You could tell that she did, there was no reconciliation she wanted in this.
No.
She wanted to keep that
Yeah.
fire lit because there was a point where she was getting, when she kept circling that point, because she brought it back. It was
Yeah.
just like, so what now do you want to happen?
No, let me tell you what his best point was that she kept doing. Anytime he made a point about that thing, he's like, I corrected that, blah, blah, blah.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
Because Robin's so perfect. He's like, what? Yeah, Robin's never made a mistake. He's like, what are you talking about?
That's what he said. You're not listening to me.
I didn't even say Robin never made a mistake. We're not even talking about her. Oh, I bet everything in her house is so perfect. That's how women do.
That's it.
You get them dead to rights on one thing. Oh, who's that other woman you saw? No, stay focused.
That's like the woman you cheated on 30 years ago. It's like, oh, I bet that bitch over there could cook. Baby, she died 15 years ago. I ain't seen her. Yeah, I bet you like toe greens.
He was like, you don't see yourself as culpable at all in this situation. He was like, I told you multiple times. I did say that at first. I changed it. But Robin and you all, well, bitch, what is you talking about now?
And he wasn't all the way right, though, because I believe she made this.
Oh, no. He was equally as wrong as she
Yeah, he was
was.
equally
Yeah.
wrong.
Oh,
he
I don't
just
think
wasn't
anybody's
100% wrong.
Yeah.
That was the first time I was
Well,
ever
yeah.
like, dang, you got me giving a good point.
Yeah, no.
Like, I want to give him nothing. But she was, so, and help me understand this, because I don't know if this was this season ago or I missed it. When he undid the you must apologize thing, was she supposed to tell the kids?
Yes.
Did he tell the kids? He never, because I know he didn't call him, because she's like, you could call your kids. And he was like, no.
He said
That's
the
where
phone
he's a
works two ways.
jackass.
Yeah, which also, you are the parent. Like, be the
Exactly.
adult.
I hate
What are
when
you
parents
talking
be
about?
acting like
He's
that.
talking about his kids like they are his age.
Right.
Like he beefing with his siblings or a
And
coworker.
I think that's why last episode meaning the editor set up the framework around how the OG moms view Cody's
Yes.
relationship with the kids, meaning Christine and Janelle were like, those are your kids, that's your responsibility, you need to facilitate it. And Robin was like, it's the mom's job to
Yes.
do that. So you see this and like it all makes sense, because the thing for Janelle is, no, you tell them. Where Janelle is a little bit wrong for me is that, but you had already told them.
You
the
had
first
already
thing.
relayed the message,
Yes.
and you haven't cleared
Cleared
up
it
the
up.
message.
Right.
No, because
But
why-
Cody was
why
like,
would
"Don't
she
talk
clear
to
it
my
up if
kids."
She
for
wants
them.
him
Yeah.
to look bad still.
That's
Right.
I'm like,
I'm
if
not
we-
clearing up. You want to look good? You go and do it. I'll spread the bad news.
Well,
Your
which is-
daddy said y'all can't come to you apologize. He didn't say that. Well, I ain't gonna tell him that.
But this is the other thing that's stupid about Cody. okay, now you can go and rectify this and make yourself look like, oh my God, I was wrong. I'm so sorry. And he hasn't done that either.
No, because
It's
That's what they
hard.
had. They was like, did you call the kids? I mean, pretty much. It's either yes or no.
Both ways.
He could do this. Hello?
That's a
Fresh
text.
is our sponsor of
Yes.
today's podcast, and we love getting farm fresh pre-portioned ingredients delivered right to our doorstep. Ours got delivered on Sunday, and I just got back from out of town, so we about to be cooking some great meals. And you know why I love it? You see how tired I am today. I ain't got to think about what I'm going to cook later on because it's already at my house with the recipe card. Only 6 steps I got to deal with. Pam, pow, poom, poom. Comes together real quick. The kids be helping me. I love it. Kickstart a fresh fall routine with your HelloFresh. HelloFresh handles all the meal planning and shopping to deliver everything you need to cook up a tasty meal right at home. They do all the hard parts, so you can just take the credit, period. And when you get HelloFresh, you know you're making getting top-notch produce since it travels from the farm to your door in less than 7 days. Now, this is one of the things that actually attracted me to HelloFresh because I was the type of person that wanted to like shop at farmers markets to support local farmers. However, I would go buy the stuff and then it would rot in my refrigerator because I wouldn't know what to cook it with.
Yeah, you don't have no recipes. You got to start from scratch with that.
All from scratch. I'm like, what am I about to do with this squash? And the squash is then squished. So with HelloFresh, I'm getting to support these farmers because that's where this produce is coming from the farm, right? And then I actually know what I'm going to cook it with because they already gave me what I am cooking. It is truly one of my favorite things about them, and also that my kids get to help me, and the food be good. Okay, there's a lot of things I like. Okay, we love HelloFresh over
scrumptious.
here. Scrumptious. Go to HelloFresh.com/50TBTB
50TBTB.
and use code 50TBTB
50TBTB.
for 50% off plus 15% off of the next 2 months. Come on, HelloFresh. I'm going to tell y'all that one more time because they giving all the deals in savings in this, okay? Go to HelloFresh.com/50TBTB.
50TBTB.
Use code 50TBTB
50TBTB.
for 50% off plus 15% off the next 2 months. That is
First of all,
amazing. That's amazing. Okay.
that's extremely cheap. Full price.
Is
It's
it?
already extremely cheap.
It's inexpensive. is the word.
Inexpensive is
Yeah.
what I'll say. Inexpensive compared to anything else you could do to get meals.
Right. If you are over here using the little apps, they cost
Yeah.
everything.
Food
So
delivery service.
yes, that's what I'm trying to say. So y'all go ahead and use HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Now what you want to do after that, because you're saving money with HelloFresh, and you probably thinking, how else can I save money? At least that's what I'm thinking. What you gonna do? You gonna go to Rocket Money. Okay, because Rocket Money is going to help you find all these god dang on subscriptions that you didn't forgot about that are draining your wallet. Okay, the water's going down the drain. That's your money. Okay, the average person has around 12 paid subscriptions, and they might not even remember subscribing to half of those. If you have no idea just how much you're spending each month, you need Rocket Money. That will be the tank sleeves. Okay. It's this great app that tracks all of your expenses so you know exactly where your money is going. Now, I'm going to tell you what, this actually kind of made me go, wow, when I found this out. But over 80% of people have subscriptions that they've forgotten about. 80% of people on the planet. Okay. Seriously think about how many free trials you subscribe to and that you've probably never canceled. That's why I'm a huge fan of Rocket Money. Their subscriptions from everything these days, right? From streaming services, fitness apps. What else they got? They got stuff for AI, just stuff everywhere. Okay. And sometimes it's impossible to keep tabs on what you're paying for every month. That's why we're such great fans of Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. Most people think they're spending around $80 on their subscriptions, and where in the reality, the number is closer to $200. When you sign up for so many things like streaming services you use to watch one show or free trials for delivery you don't use, it's easy to lose track of what you're paying for. With Rocket Money, you can easily cancel the ones you don't want with just a press of a button. No long hold times or annoying emails with customer service. Rocket Money does it all all the work for you. Rocket Money can even negotiate to lower your bills for you by up to 20%. All you have to do is take a picture of your bill, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. Rocket Money also lets you monitor all your expenses in one place, recommend custom budget based on your spending, and they'll even send you notifications when you reach your spending limit. With over 3 million users and counting, Rocket Money customers have saved an average of $720 a year. Stop wasting your money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and manage your money the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/bald.
Bald.
That's rocketmoney.com/bald.
Bald.
rocketmoney.com/bald.
Okay, continue.
So yeah, Cody obviously is wrong because he could easily just pick up the phone and call his kids, his sons, and be like, listen, this is how I felt at Christmas time. Y'all were out here in these streets, and I just did not want y'all coming around. Y'all can feel however y'all want to feel about that. They ain't got nothing to do with Robin. That has to do with the choices that I made. But I really don't. It's weird because even though the way this whole sister-wife thing is set up, obviously these relationships that he has with his kids can be separate than the wives that he's with. So while I can understand why he don't F with most of the wives anymore, I don't understand why he don't mess with his kids. That don't make no sense to me at all. I can understand why he's like, I'm not having sex with you, even though I think it's trash. I can still understand how you make that decision. But to just decide, I ain't gonna call you to like make it so that we feel comfortable being around each other, it's one of the lamest things.
He's trash when it comes to his kids. I'm still calling him a piece of shit for when he didn't want that baby to have her dang back surgery.
Man, that was trash. That was trash.
I'm like, this man is a trash individual.
And I don't understand that point. Like, why are you essentially divorcing your kids along with the wives?
Yeah,
like those two relationships should be separate. And he literally does want the moms to navigate, negotiate, and facilitate the relationship between him and his kids. And if he just decided to take on that responsibility by himself, he could foster a relationship with his kids, but he's not. And Janelle is at a point where, but I bet you I won't. Mm-hmm. I bet you I won't.
Well, you know what? I think Janelle really wants to have all the cards stacked in her favor to leave the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, so let's talk about that, because do you also think that Cody is alienating her in a way where he also is like, I want you to make, because that's what they were saying. I actually think he did do that with Mary. But anyway, I want you to make the decision. I don't want to make the decision about divorcing. So I'm going to alienate you and make you feel like I don't want you. And then you'll leave me and I won't have to leave you.
If I was really looking at this and from all sides, I think they are both doing this. And this is what I mean by it. I think Janelle purposefully and almost like it almost feels a little bit extra of really wanting to be connected strongly to Christine. She knows how much that's about to piss him off. Yeah. So I think she is purposefully like making that a known thing of like, oh yeah, no, me and Janelle, we're gonna be kicking it after Christmas. We got a time Airbnb. I think because she's one of the moms that said it. Oh, no, it was Mary. She knows how much he plays into this loyalty, choosing sides thing. And so I think she's making sure he sees, I'm choosing everyone else's side but yours. Mm-hmm. And just to help him push her further away.
Right.
Because I think she been ready. She been ready to get the hell up out of here, but don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
It was. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, it was something interesting. I thought he said when he was talking about, she said something about not giving enough time, and then he was like, "That's something that women that are in polygamy relationships they use that as a cop out. This and that. It's just like because it doesn't work."
Right. This is like, well, then that's the reason why.
And he was like, "Yeah, just such a cop out." And it's like that's how I feel like that's how they use that to their advantage. It's like the men anyway, because such a patriarch, you know, in that whole culture. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's how they use it. It's like, no, women that say that is just a cop-out.
Yeah.
It's like, no, just because they signed up for this multiple thing don't mean they don't still want the attention.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's when you are it is hard enough. I know I started 3 sentences and finish one, but I'm
Finish all 3 of them.
It is hard enough trying to find the time to spend quality time with your spouse.
Yeah.
When you are a working person, when you are a parent, when you
it.
have other responsibilities, and now you add 3-4 other people plus 13 kids.
Yeah.
You're simply not going to have that time. So him acting like that's not a valid reason to feel a way about being in a polygamous relationship that's crap. Like, of course I'm going to feel neglected. And that was the other thing too. I think all of the wives, except if you're saying Janelle wasn't on or didn't grow up in polygamy.
Josh, change the shot.
I think that all of the wives.
Job, Josh.
One of the wives.
All of the wives, when you grow up in polygamy as a child, you can see, you probably fantasize what it's like because you have 4 different moms and all these brothers and sisters, and this is so great. I couldn't imagine it would be any different than how amazing I think it is when I'm a child.
Yeah.
And then you become the wife.
Yeah.
And that dynamic is different than as a child. It's like having this revelation of, like, I say this all the time, where you're like, my dad was amazing, but maybe he wasn't a great husband, because you realize those are 2 different roles. Yeah. And I think that's what all the wives are going through. Like, I grew up and I thought it was amazing and I always wanted to do this. And then you get in it and you realize, absolutely not. This is trash. I feel cheated. I'm not getting the time. I'm not getting the attention. My kids aren't getting the time. My kids aren't getting the attention. I'm going to just find me one person.
Low key. Oh, go. You were going to say something?
That's all I was going to say. That's why I don't think the Americanized version of being a plurist works. They're trying to pull from what was happening in the Bible. There was no romance. You gave a man some cattle and you got a wife.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
property.
saying?
Kids.
And you have kids
to help.
So it wasn't about a
farm and stuff.
relationship per se, but about this is how you build your wealth. This
It really
is how
was
you
about building the work in the farm and everything.
Yeah, this
Literally,
is how.
you need children to help.
So women weren't looking for companionship in that way from their husbands in a very generalized way. There might have been women that wished for things, but
They
like
probably wish for it. It's just like that's not the way. It's not gonna happen.
that's not what marriage is. Marriage was not
property.
meant for relationships. It was literally meant for growth and building your family. So when you add American concepts of marriage, where we now have romantic relationships, we're trying to become best friends to each other. That does not work in a plurist sense, because somebody is going to get the short stick. What is it called?
Short end of the stick.
Short end of the
Short stick is
stick.
what people say.
Shorts, yeah. They get all of it.
stick.
Somebody's getting the short stick. What we playing? And it's the 3 women that aren't brown haired.
My question is, this may have been answered.
Hold on, I want to say something.
Go ahead.
Because I was going to talk and then she's talk. And then somebody talk.
No, so you can talk because you were gone and you didn't care.
When they reminisce, you know what they reminisce more on with Cody? Or the earlier times? Having help with the kids.
Oh, yeah.
They don't reminisce on me and Cody had this fire.
Yeah.
This is really helpful. We're raising our kids together. One would cook, one would help. As that acts of service was needed less, as them kids became more self-sufficient, the things that they were missing became more pronounced.
I agree.
Especially from Cody.
I agree. And I think that this is me personally, I think that the wives look back on a period of time of, because I saw someone say he was an amazing dad when he was younger. I think that's a myth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
do.
think they
I really-
romanticize it
I
because
think
they were
rom-
helping each other.
Exactly.
That's it.
I think there is a romanticized view of all the things Cody was doing and the relationship he had with his kids, because there were 3 other moms or 2 other moms, 3.
2 and then 3. No, 2.
2 other moms.
2 other moms
Yeah.
helping to facilitate, because what did Janelle and Christine say? My kids listened to me. I had to be the head because he wasn't there. My kids, I disciplined them. I'm the one who had to do all of these things. Well, then where was he? And then when they had, what was his name? Not Python, child.
Patty-on or something?
The big child that's in the military, that's
Yeah.
That's Christine's child, that one.
I think it's Patty-on or something.
It's
You
not
named
Python.
she named it the X-Man.
I gave him a snake name.
I love it.
Python. He said
It's something weird. The one who lives in,
Yeah.
who was being sarcastic in the last
Yeah.
episode?
yes,
Yeah.
him. He's
Payton.
There you
It's
go.
spelled
That's
weird.
what Melissa said.
Shut up.
That's exactly what she
Python,
said.
you know?
That's tomato.
No, that's,
That he was like, what was so great is I had the support of the other moms.
Yes.
Payden.
It is
Pronounced
Payden.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Okay.
That's why I was weird because that other E is not necessary.
Yeah.
Oh,
His name should be Peyton.
My question, I don't know if this was answered earlier on. He hops around from house to house. Why don't he just have his house and they come to
I
it?
said that when I first looked over Melissa's shoulder and fake watched this. I said, "Where's his house?" She said, "He ain't got a house."
well,
I
because
said, "He ain't got a house."
that doesn't make much sense either. To have to keep relocating kids is trash. So that's why it's easier for him as one person to pop
Okay,
around.
He
I
don't even
get
have his
that.
own room in
But
either.
just like right now, he probably regretting it because everybody hate this. And he ain't got his own house to go
Except Robin.
to. Well, Robin, but
And
he
you know
don't want
what?
to be here, and she don't want him here all the time.
The thing is, exactly. The funny thing about it is his whole thing, and he said this during the argument. Did you talk about the water?
No, I want to
Okay.
end on it because it's so funny to me.
Okay. His thing that he always says to the kids and the wives is loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Robin coddles him almost like a child. Like she nurtures him and is loyal. And the more the other women don't, the more it makes her look better for doing.
Right.
Because she's loyal and she's got his back and, oh, we just got to nurture him and he's going through so much. If that's your thing, you're going to keep going back to the version of you, the wife that makes you feel that way.
And that's what he said.
And basically excuses all your bad behavior. I'm not finna argue. I'm finna go to Mary's house and she's dull. Christine left me, or go argue with Janelle, or go to a woman who's like, oh, I'll
And to
tickle
be
your
honest,
balls.
it makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Why I'm gonna keep going to a house I'm not wanted? I keep fussing, I keep fighting. Where I can go to Robin, and I know she gonna agree with me. She
Yeah.
gonna like me. Her kids love me. They adore me.
The house is big. We got 4
4
acres.
acres.
Right.
This is where I'm
Problem is,
be
because you
at.
ain't working out them other issues ever.
Exactly.
Bingo. And I don't have to. And
Right.
I don't have
And
to.
I don't have
And I won't.
They turned into 3-year-olds. I cannot wait to talk about that. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Okay, I know we've talked about this before, but there are times in your life where like thoughts are racing through your mind, and it'd be inopportune times. Like I've had that happen while I've been doing a podcast, and 50 million thoughts are in my head, and I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to be paying attention. What are we talking about? Why? Or even like when you're getting ready to go to bed, all of a sudden thoughts just flood your mind, right? Well, here's the problem with that, right? It sometimes feels like you can't do the thing that you're trying to do when that is happening. And it turns out that one great way, though, to make those racing thoughts go away is to talk them through. And therapy is a place you can do it, especially when you're trying to get the negative thoughts like out of a cycle in your head and find some mental and emotional peace. I personally do therapy every single week for an hour and a half. And when I tell you the type of brain dump my therapist gets a lot of the time, but the way I kind of like visualize it is like my thoughts are like a bunch of tangled threads. And then once I talk it through with her, it's like detangling all of them and I can see everything clearly. I can make the type of decisions that I really want to make. And I have so much clear space now in my head to be able to be present in the moment and get things done that I want to get done. So if you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and you know what? It'll fit your schedule the way you need to, because your schedule might not be my schedule. So all you have to do is you'll fill out like this brief questionnaire. They'll match you with a licensed therapist. And if you're not vibing with that therapist, you can change it anytime with no additional fee. Get a break from your thoughts with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/TBTB
TBTB.
today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TBTB.
TBTB.
Okay, so I want to know who wants to reenact their argument because
That's
I
what
think
we
it
would
should be reenacted.
The way
Angel
you
and Marcus.
Yeah,
It's because
Hold on, which
Angel can
argument?
do
Which
his
one?
voice. Angel can do her voice.
Okay, do it.
Hold on, which argument?
the one that we were doing earlier.
Oh, we back here. Okay.
Yeah,
Look, I was like, I
Just
missed, I
reenact
missed
the whole
other.
thing so we can see the tit for tatness.
And get the water.
You said no. You said
Drink the hot water.
you're blaming me. No, you're blaming me.
Like he said, "Oh, so cold. Feel like the only way I can drink my water if it's hot."
Which I'm sorry. Let me just say this really quickly. The audacity of someone. I know this is plural wiveness and that my house is supposed to be your house. I understand, but you just walked through my house.
Right. My house.
In my house. and you went and made yourself a cup of hot water, which is dumb to begin with. It's not like it was tea.
That's something you do in year 5. Like, this would be great. Actually, this is terrible.
Then on the way, in the middle of this argument, this man got up, made himself another hot cup of water, and then poured it out. I would have threw that water in his face. I would have threw that water in his face. I would have thrown the water in his face.
Such a child. He's such a freaking child.
Hate him. Okay, go. Okay.
Okay, so Cody, the kids wanted to know if you were going to come by the house. I said I didn't think it would
I
be
told them it'd be okay. I just want everyone to get together on Christmas.
No,
And
no, you said that unless they apologize.
I said we can talk it out. We can talk it out.
Cody.
So everyone's not sitting there
Cody.
like they're drunks
No.
and don't remember anything.
Cody, on several occasions, you said that 2 times we talked.
No.
And you said
Four
that.
weeks ago. 4 weeks ago, I told you.
Cody,
that,
shut the
No, absolutely. No, absolutely not.
You come back here.
No, you listen here.
Gaslight.
You're not listening. Okay, you're not listening to me. You're not gonna listen. You haven't listened because I told. No, I said. Listen to. Stop it.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
You said to me, if they didn't apologize to you,
No. You see, there you go. You're gaslighting.
I don't have gas or light. You are gaslighting me.
You just said that because I said it.
You are.
You don't even know what that means.
I said I was going to use that term. Today,
you listen here. No, I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you.
He wasn't either.
Cody, I'm telling you, I follow the rules of the CDC.
You just wanted the kids to hate me, okay?
No.
You wanted them to hate me, and you told them, I'm the bad guy. You've been talking crap about me.
Christmas.
You've been talking crap about me to them.
COVID.
Cody, I've been gaslit many times by you and the children.
No, I'm out of here.
No, you're not. You're gonna fucking talk to me.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, you're gonna talk to me.
I did not know.
Talk to me.
No.
You better get fucking
She did the worst grab, by the way.
She did.
She said,
I thought he was going to say, no,
He should have. No, he absolutely should have.
1,000%
No, he absolutely
should've
should
done
have.
I said, hold up.
No, he absolutely should have. He absolutely 100% he should
that. I
have.
rewound that and watched it again.
You slam a door, you got last word. You might as well go out and get another dig in.
100% into the cave and said,
It was so. Oh yeah,
They
we
here
didn't
talk
use
to me.
culpability. We didn't use that.
Oh, culpability,
I'm
yeah.
not going to.
I forgot.
You're not into this again.
And I'm not going to.
Y'all were 5 years old.
No,
They
everything.
acted like kids at the very end.
Yes,
see, you think I'm the black? No, I don't. No, I don't. Janelle,
you absolutely do.
you do think that.
Yes. Okay, so we're just about finishing out. How much time since that last ad?
What we can talk about real quick is the Mary, Robin, and
Cody
of
Oh, yes.
Cody was like so.
When they went to her house after?
So Mary was like, okay, so this apparently we're not allowed in Mary's house either. So they're sitting outside, and it's cold. Get inside.
Yeah.
With the whole
I
fire.
was like, why y'all outside?
Apparently, they said Robin is a hoarder.
But we were at Mary's house now.
Were you right?
They never shoot inside Robin's house?
Apparently, a couple of the early seasons, the viewers noticed that she was a hoarder, and she decided that can't nobody be in her house. That's what I've understood it to be.
So Mary is there
One of them
like
people on one of them shows. She looked like one of them people on one of those shows.
the hoarders.
A hoarder.
There's a dead cat in that freezer.
Mary, he goes. So
Probably is
Mary,
also now because of COVID as well.
He was like, so Mary, I guess we'll do Christmas Eve at your house and then Christmas at Robin's.
and Mary said, "Oh, I'm not trying to start anything, but should I invite
everyone.
As a resident conflict avoidant person, I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. She's like, 'cause you don't like, well,
Right.
I don't have a problem with them.
I mean, being that you guys are at all, I got two things to say, but being you guys are at all, Mary was like, that doesn't feel safe.
That's what she said.
I said, what? Are they going to shoot at each other? It doesn't feel, not if they haven't talked it out, like, I don't think that's a safe situation for everyone to be in. I was like, what exactly are you talking about? And I didn't forgot the second point. It was such a good effing, the women had to keep correcting him. Well, since Janelle and Christine are spending Christmas together, no, they're going to see each other after Christmas.
Yeah.
Since they're doing Christmas, they're waking up and doing Christmas.
But they're not.
Santa.
They're not that day.
No,
they're
but
doing.
on Feliz Navidad for Jesus.
Because they're colluding on Christmas together.
Get together
Yeah,
with
he wouldn't
each
let-
other.
He wouldn't let that point go.
They're like,
That's
oh,
how
the
he sees it.
Point, because
the
that's how he
energy.
sees it.
Oh my God, it's so crazy when they first get there.
There. So then this is my other question. I know Mary in real time is gone, but looking on this episode currently where she's still in the stable, I'm so confused why she stays around.
But she said it too.
She is so misplaced.
She said, my house is Mary's house.
She sure did.
Robin's house is Robin and Cody's house.
Yeah.
She said, I feel like a
And
third
Jeanette,
wheel.
yeah,
Yeah, and she's like,
In a
I'm not a
mirror.
part of the Janelle Christine friendship.
right.
She just
she's-
She's
is
just there.
out of place.
She's trying to get that check for the
Is
reality.
she the one that had the?
Yeah, catfish affair.
No. Did she have the
lesbian
trailer?
thing? No, that was Janelle.
Yeah, Janelle had the choice.
Oh, okay.
Mary.
That
has
is
her
the
own.
other thing.
Arby.
They say, can we talk about how Janelle ain't got no money? This
That's what I was hoping y'all didn't.
this
Oh.
is the
By the way,
absurdity of the whole thing for me.
the food guy was way down there. That's what it took so long.
Oh, I
It was
see,
the
I
wrong
see.
gate.
Yeah, you
Nah,
came back sweating.
I had to run. He was like, I don't know how to. I was just
Kevin
like,
ain't gonna
man,
run for nothing else but that food. He's like, don't you run
stay
off.
right there. Finding out, because that Coyote Pass. First of all, I need a new drone shot of Coyote Pass.
You don't
They
want
gonna
to see
recycle
the
that same doggone.
Because there's no movement.
They,
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
know.
look the same.
It looks the same.
That's waste of a
I'm from the
pilot.
left.
Yeah.
I'm from the left.
They're like actually.
Turn the camera upside. I
Do
need
a
something
swoop
else.
close and come back.
Every
Something.
time they Coyote Pass.
They're like actually,
big
it's
old
been a
empty
different
piece of-
shot. It just doesn't look different. We've
Because it's the
actually
same.
come from under the ground once, and y'all just thought it was the same thing.
Dog. So Janelle being like, first of all, I thought they had money from the show.
So-
She don't have no dollars.
So I think
She
that
said
they
she
did.
was working though.
Yeah, she was working. What it seems like is that the money, like they have individual funds. I think I've heard them say this, but they also have a pot for the family, and then they decide what to do with that pot.
Oh,
it seems
they got a
like-
joint checking for the family.
Yeah, where they make family decisions. So when they bought Robin's house, that was with the family pot,
Yeah, the down payment.
the
and
down
stuff.
payment.
Oh, but then Janelle didn't get a down payment.
Right, because exactly. But her portion or the family pot of money that would be included in her pot. That's why he was like, Janelle owns a piece of the land on Coyote Pass, is because they all use that pot of money to put into Coyote. Remember, they said they paid cash.
Yeah. But they
Then
still
the
need
rest,
mortgage, right?
exactly. So the problem now is if we don't build, which is what she was hanging her hat on, and all of her money is there, and this goes into foreclosure essentially because they're not paying the second mortgage, she will have lost everything.
Well, the thing is, no, she could still take her chunk out because he was trying to get her to buy a house. You remember?
Yes.
The thing is, that's not what she wants. She's like, this goddamn property needs to be paid off so I can build the house that I want. Because if she buys a house off property, that property's good as gone.
So wait,
Wait, but
let me understand.
and that's what's so crazy is that if you guys put they put cash to buy this,
Did they buy the land?
No. So the cash did not cover the entire property.
right? But that cash is still tied up.
Yes. So the cash, they put cash to, have to put down, I guess, on the property, took out a private loan. If they don't pay that off based off of the terms that they had by the end of the year, they lose everything. There's no, we'll give your money back that
Right.
didn't get, that you put down.
So they put a down payment to buy the land,
They put a down payment.
and they haven't paid that. They haven't paid that up. They use cash to down payment for the land.
They used cash, so they got a private loan. So they didn't
Correct.
go through a bank.
Got it.
They went through a person. They said, here is the money that we have.
Right.
Will you take out a loan will you give us a loan and we'll pay you the rest? So there was unlike a regular house loan where you have 30 years, they had something small.
It's almost like a
Arm?
balloon.
Okay,
It's almost like a balloon.
got it.
So but with that, you don't pay that off. The people can snatch that whole land from you, and everything you put in there is gone. Right.
Well, you're right. That's his guarantee, essentially. Like,
If
I'm
you
going to
don't
take
pay,
out
I
this
give you
loan,
one.
but if y'all don't pay it, this land is mine.
Right. Pretty
And,
much.
Yeah. And the reason, and what sucks about it is if I'm assuming whatever money she has on her own, obviously she still has, but I'm assuming majority of the money was in that pot to buy the land.
Got it.
And so
That's why she's living in a tiny apartment.
Right,
Right,
but
'cause
Cody
she
was
wanted
like,
to-
buy a house.
Yeah.
But she's like, she knows if they do that, Coyote Pass is not happening.
Which makes me wonder, though, was there in the back of everyone's mind, except for Janelle's, Coyote Pass was never going to happen.
Right.
And that's why everybody else did what they were supposed to do. And she was still holding on to this dream because Robin's house,
It's huge.
It's huge.
why am I moving?
Her house.
On
To get
4
a
acres.
piece of a quarter of a land.
4 acres.
I think a lot of people don't understand how
Robin's
big
house
4
is on
acres
4
is.
acres.
4
Yeah.
acres.
Yeah, that when they sat outside, I was looking past them. I said, "Oh, look at that wood."
You know, all the other wives are mad because they keep calling it the house on the hill. You know, anytime you describe somebody's house as that, you know, you and Robin up there in the house on the hill.
she get the better house. She got the better version of him. She has everything.
No, Robin could have found a house to rent. That girl, I feel like everybody knew.
Everybody could have found a house to freaking rent. I think I think Janelle was stupid. And she was just like, oh, yeah, we'll make it. The thing is, if we all going to put our money in together, then we all got to do the same thing.
Exactly.
Can't none of us own no goddamn house.
That's
Can't
what I
none of
don't
us have no
understand.
equity in nothing else. But because it was their individual money, because I think they all have their own individual money, they can do whatever the hell they want to. And they were smart, and she wasn't.
Except for, I think it's this house that Robin is in now. I think it was Janelle. Did Janelle use the proceeds from the house that she sold to put as a down payment on Robin's house?
Yeah, they did the same thing with Christine, though.
Yes. Or yes.
They did. They always do that. Like,
Right.
So they're like, oh, we will help
See,
with
this is where you have to tap out. This is where you kind of have to see the writing on the wall to start making selfish decisions. Because, like, you're right. That's what we always do. But what it's looking like, this family falling apart.
Oh, it is. And the
And that
fact
was
that
15, 20 years ago when they should have
Let
seen
me
that.
keep my little piece to myself.
Yeah.
and the way Christine did her little swoop-de-doop up out of there, because what Christine did, which was smart as hell, she sold her house and she kept the equity in the house. So she was able to cash out and was just like, y'all can have my share of Coyote Pass. Something that's probably about to get snatched. She has the thing that's real, the money. And she was like, y'all can have the imagination, go ahead.
Because
It
she
ain't-
could see the Titanic sinking.
Sing it.
What's crazy is the way they talk about this land. I know a lot of that stuff is theirs, but when I look out past the houses, I see old farm equipment that ain't nobody ever gonna use and weeds. I'm like, to go through all of this trouble over there. And granted, land is land. That's the only thing you ain't making more of.
Facts, 100%.
However, plus comma, point dot, period. Y'all got to do something with it. Till it, something. Plant
sitting there
something.
naked.
It's just
Nothing is
sitting there.
happening.
For how many
How
seasons?
fast is it?
18
Ohio? I mean,
years?
Arizona?
Colorado?
Yeah, I think it's in
Arizona?
Arizona.
Arizona?
They said that they also use money to help Robin with her adoption and her debts.
Yes.
Shit.
This is why Robin's always going to be the one that everybody
Robin-
hates.
Robin
the
got
best
it,
version
yeah.
of polygamy.
Yes. And that's why I know in the moment Christine was wrong, right? But everything always going to circle back to Robin.
Yeah.
I don't care if we arguing about why my oatmeal is cold. It's Robin's fault.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's always going to end up being
Robin's the one
Robin's
that
fault.
didn't relay the message to them kids. It always was a
100%.
talk instead of an apology. We just got to talk
100%.
about
That's
it.
it. That's all. Y'all keep wanting me not to talk about Robin. It's her fault.
It's her fault.
It's always going to be her fault
Robin's
every single
always
time.
looking. Why does Robin look like that?
Because her eyebrows. She does. She has a what are them dogs that have the sad
Bulldog.
lines?
Bulldog,
Straight to a dog.
pug.
She went
The
straight
jowls.
to a dog. What are those monsters?
Dogs
Those
are cute.
monsters
It's
that
not like
have,
the hound dog.
and no
Oh,
woman
yeah.
wants to be compared to a dog in
That's true.
any shape or form.
Bloodhound.
What?
But they have sad lines in their face.
I think it's a bloodhound.
I don't know, child.
Bulldogs.
It's them dogs that got the sad lines. That's how
I know
Old
what you're
English?
talking about. You talk.
Don't
like-
go on that one.
like
Go
a
to another.
Bass. Somebody said basset hound. No,
I think that's exactly it. Because I said
No, that's
hound,
the
didn't I?
eyes.
Oh.
Droopy
Oh,
eyes.
yeah, it's not the eyes.
No.
It's the one that got the sad mouth.
It's the bulldog.
It's a bulldog or either a Frenchie.
It might be a bulldog, actually.
They got the side mouth.
Yeah, she's
Maybe. Child, I don't know. Yeah, like that.
That's a bulldog.
Okay, then.
she said
Melissa said that. I didn't this time.
and the
It was
picked
an
one of the
observation.
ugliest dogs ever. What? That's what you just said. What's one of the real ugly, expensive dogs? Because I want to compare it to Robin's face. I want to compare it to. I could have just said she looks like a sad clown, but instead, you know the ones that drool and have breathing problems. You know those. That's what she reminds me.
Hold
of.
on, y'all was talking about
No, I'm
No,
glad.
but let me tell you something.
we three in, and y'all done it all 3 times. I ain't said nothing.
Let me tell you something. I don't mind talking about these white people. I don't care about these white people. I don't care about these white people. I don't care about these white people. So I'm sorry. She looks like a sad dog.
I was the one that was censored before we started. Started off with Kev, and now Melissa turned in.
No, I love it. I want the Fredericks to be the ones.
Me
that load
too.
the clip.
They gonna have y'all on the after party. They gonna leave us out.
Oh, but
Bet.
then we're gonna let it out. Then we're gonna let it
We're
out.
gonna let it out
You
on the
need
after
to
party.
Y'all made a mistake.
I'll be like, nigga, get them curls out of your damn face.
They need to be slapped.
You are not Justin Timberlake. There's only one.
He was making me mad putting stupid sunglasses in his hair. They kept falling out during the argument. I was cracking up. He was like,
He always gonna do white people's business. All right, y'all. This is it. That's all. We got to go. We got to go to the dentist. All right. Have a good day. Bye.
wash your butt.